What's going on, everybody? All right. So this one's going to piss some people off. I guarantee you that. Because I get pissed off about it. And it's something that is a very touchy subject. So some people's going to get offended, maybe. And a lot of people's going to get pissed off, but a lot of people should see, you know, the other side. Okay? And again, this is my opinion. You know, but I had a phone call today and someone asked me my opinion and I gave it to them. And you know, I don't know if they liked it or didn't. If they don't call me back, I know they didn't. I don't give a shit. But anyway, very touchy subject. Abortion. My opinion on abortion is it is a woman's right. It's her body. It's her choice. You know, it's not the fucking government. You know, it's one of those that, you know, I'm all for abortion if it is a life-saving situation. You know, if the doctors look at the mother and say, you're going to have this baby, but you're not going to live, you know, to me, that's not okay. You know, and yes, it's not okay for the baby to die, but a mother of 3 getting ready to have a 4th, a mother of 3 that's got a 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 10-year-old, those 3 lives are extremely important. I'm not saying the newborn or the unborn is not important, but, you know, and I think that if there's incest involved, you know, if Uncle Dickface gets a little niece pregnant, you know, that should be automatic abortion. But now, that's against the law, you know. And if the crackhead down the street breaks into somebody's house and rapes the 12-year-old daughter and gets her pregnant, that is 100% yes. That child should not have to have a child, especially under them circumstances. You know, so that's my things. You know, but people always want to argue and say, you know, can't have an abortion because it's taking a life. You're right. You're right. It is. So, if that's the case, you have to take off the death penalty. You know, the guy that shoots up a school and kills 74 kids, you know, you can't give him the death penalty. Or the guy that bombs, you know, some government building, or, you know, a terrorist that comes here and gets caught. You know, he's from Iraq or wherever in the hell, or North Korea or whatever, and starts bombing and kills 150,000 people. You cannot give him the death penalty because it's taking a life, right? Then, you know, everyone's had, God forbid, I hope you haven't, but you have, you know, it's part of life. You've had that, you know, that grandparent or that just family member in general who is just eaten to the bone with cancer and is dying and is praying to die every day. You know, they go to the hospital and they get put on life support. Okay, well, if you can't take a life because, or if you can't have an abortion because it's taking a life of someone, of a 12-year-old that got raped by a fucking crackhead down the street, then that life support, you can never take them off life support. They have to stay on life support for eternity because it's taking a life. You know, you think about all these things, you know, the do not resuscitate. I see it and I don't, because, you know, that's their wish. You know, they don't want to be resuscitated. If they're sick and that time has come, then, you know, I understand why they would want to do that. But, you know, you have to fight for them, because if you don't, it's taking a life, right? You know, so it's, like I said, it's a touchy thing. But it all boils down to the abortion. It's not government's fucking decision. It's not their body. It is the woman's choice. Okay, if you don't want that, then guys, do not ever get a vasectomy again. Because, you know, you're stopping the woman from, you know, if she gets pregnant, she can't stop that pregnancy. Okay, well, a guy, you're taking all the fight from the woman. The woman has no say-so. You know, if she gets pregnant, she just gets pregnant. Well, guys, you know, you cannot have a vasectomy because, you know, that's a form of birth control. You know, and government's taking every single fucking thing away from a woman when it comes to birth control. So fuck you guys if you think you can get a vasectomy. You know, that's birth control. You can't do that. But I haven't seen anything on the papers or on the news or anything else about stopping that. You know, so they should. Anyway, you want my opinion? This person that talked to me today, that called me, there's my opinion for everybody to see. I'm not saying I'm for abortion. I'm saying I'm for abortion in certain situations. You know, there's a lot of female politicians that say you can't have an abortion. No matter what the case is, no matter how the woman gets pregnant, you cannot have an abortion. Okay, so Miss Politician Girl, if you get raped by about 10 guys that break in your house and get you pregnant, you're going to have to raise that kid. You're going to have to take care of that kid for its entire life. You made that choice. You made that law. So you live with that law. It's just so fucking aggravating when you watch the government try to make decisions for people. You know, it's different if it has to do with Social Security or insurance, health insurance. But when it comes to a female's body, a female's choice, it's not the fucking government's chance.